All right, Shalom. First, like Shabbat, saying all praise to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Kakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles that we will, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. My name is Amawan, and I'm here to prophesy about the downfall of America just as well as the rest of the kingdoms around the world, because that's what time it is.
Remember your dreams, all the future plans you made?
Salaki. Now it's time to stay focused, stay in the spirit, because everything that's going on, Esau's fall is right at the door. This battle between Iran and the U.S. is eventually gonna have and Israel is eventually gonna get um, Russia involved. Is eventually gonna get China involved. China spoke out condemning the killing of the leader in Iran. Russia spoke out, and now this is another. This is on World Star Hip Hop. Damn, I knew Satan was gonna take it from me. But I'm gonna look it up again. But one of the Iranian generals just made a statement that they've struck U.S. bases as well as U.S. aircraft carrier or one of their battleships, something of that nature, and has killed around 560 people. So, Esau ain't gonna never put all the true information out of the news, so he's just waiting for these things to come to light, see how true they are. So but let me see if I can bring something up, because that's what time it is, man. The time of Esau's rulership is over. The scriptures say he overturn it until he give it to who's right. The right is to the Israelites, the Black Stars Native Americans. Yeah, we supposed to be ruling this world. It was made for our sakes, but in righteousness. Jake got to be righteous in order to take part in ruling in the kingdom of heaven, in which the Lord gonna make them righteous, but a lot of them have to perish on this side. Y'all got to bear with me with this camera, because that's all I got to set up right now. I'm going to go ahead and bring out something real quick. But this is on Google. This is just on Google right now. The IRGC says strikes on U.S. bases killed and injured approximately 560 American personnel. U.S. Central Command confirms 3 U.S. soldiers killed and 5 seriously wounded. Iran claims multiple bases in Kuwait and Bahrain were heavily damaged. Washington rejects Iran's higher figures and says operations remain ongoing. Now, you can't never trust the U.S. media. One. But that's what was said. It's on World Star Hip Hop. It's on Google. Lord willing, they did kill that many people, get this war off the ground, because they hesitating and whatnot. But this is all, it's going to happen, because the scriptures say, let me get it. Isaiah 55. I'm going to jump to the point. Nope, I'm going to jump to verse 10. I'll read into it. Point is in verse 11. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth in bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. The Lord's word said that the USA, America, has to be destroyed. Wait, before America is destroyed, that battle of Armageddon has to take place. Then America will be destroyed. That's what the word of the Lord said. The word of the Lord say that Russia has to be a guard unto Iran, who is Persia, according to the Bible. The word of the Lord said China is my wash pot. Basically, they're gonna shoot nuclear missiles onto America. America's allies gonna come against her. It shall not return unto the Lord void. That's what's gonna happen. This is real quick. Hold on. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. Right, so we're supposed to wait upon Yahweh Shem Shai. We're not supposed to be picking up arms to go against this white man. You know? For my determination is to gather the nations, and that's what you see going on in the Middle East. Everybody's sending their ships over there, or have sent their ships over there, and now they're sending more ships over there. The U.S. just sent more ships over there before they start these strikes upon Iran. That's the Lord gathering the nations. To gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Right, that's what the Lord's determination is, to shoot nuclear missiles upon various nations. Israel going to be totally destroyed, but it's eventually going to be built back up for the true nation of Israel. The Russians are going to, my bad, Russia going to be hit with missiles. The USA going to be hit with missiles, amongst various other places that are going to be hit with thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, this is Revelation chapter 16, verse 16. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. Right, so Armageddon, which is the mountain of the troops, in Hebrew has to take place. This 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. America is a heaven. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The elements is everything that you see around this place. The trees, the cars, the people, the churches, the mosque, etc. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Right, everything here in this place is going to be made desolate, turned into a desert. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Right, that's the spirit you're supposed to be in. All holy conversation and godliness. Right, not trying to be no rapper. Uh, uh, not talking about committing adultery. Not none of this church shit. These false philosophies that the church is speaking. That's not the spirit you're supposed to be in. Verse 12, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens, being on fire, that's America, going to be on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, the elect of Israel, look for new heavens and a new earth. That's the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is going to be on planet earth, man. Wherein dwelleth righteousness. Right. That means the law is going to be reestablished. The Israelites, the elect, going to be made perfect. And we're going to teach the nations the law. Okay, bear with me. All right, this is Joel chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days, in these days we're living in, and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, via the word, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. That's over there in the Middle East where they at, right around that right around hold on, let me see. Give me 1 second. What's it called? Yeah, right around the Levant area. Right around there. Right, Saudi, Jordan. Yep. It says, I will also, Joel 2, 3 and 2. I will also gather all nations, will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Yeah. So basically what's going on is that they have to pay for what they have done to the nation of Israel. That's why they're getting gathered over there in the Middle East the way they are. The supreme leader of Iran, as well as his commanders and the people that getting took out, if they're not Ishmael, they are Elam, according to the Bible. They are not of our nation. And throughout history, the Ishmaelites sold us into slavery. The Persians had us in captivity.